Good morning, YouTube. Hello, how are you? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be seeing me. Hello, my name is Glennceria, and welcome to Glennceria Loving Hands. Today we are going to talk about curing your soaps. We're going to take it step by step. I'm going to show you the process, and we're going to talk about different methods and how long should you cure it? What does curing means? Let's get to it. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, so this is Papi Chulo now. It's in its curing process. So I'll show you a couple of bars of soap. Pretty big, right? Look at that. We did a great job. My notes together because I don't want to miss anything. I hope you're having a good time looking at my videos. Make sure you like, okay? Subscribe. Leave your comment down below. Any questions that you might have to ask me, leave them down below. I would like to know, what is your favorite oil? Can you put down your favorite oil? Like avocado, sunflower, sassafras. You know, just let me know, what's your favorite oil? Is it extra virgin olive oil? I'll tell you my favorite oil if you tell me your favorite oil, okay? That's how we're gonna do. All right, let's begin. So, how to cure cold process soap. This is the cold process soap method, and we'll talk about that a little later on, between the cold process soap and the hot process soap. Two different methods. The way we made Papi Chulo Makeover is called the cold process method. I lay mine on racks, cookie racks. And remember what I told you, things that you use for soaping is not used in the kitchen anymore. So make sure when you buy two of everything. So none of my cookie racks are used for cookies. All of these items are only used for soaping. So that's my cookie rack. Now, why do you say put them on a cookie rack? Well, if you look at it, you can see that the air can flow throughout the soap. And that's what you need. You need to be able to have air flow through your soap. So, and you also need to space your soap. So you see what I'm doing? I'm spacing the soaps. You can either, if they don't stand up, you can lay them down. It doesn't matter as long as you give them space. Once a week, I want you to go over wherever you have your racks curing, whatever room, whatever storage, whatever you have them placed. Make sure that once a week you go over and you just turn them to the other side, like so. Flip them over, turn them over. And you're going to do this once a week. It takes 4 to 6 weeks to cure soap. And what you're doing now, okay, now that we have the pH balance correct, so now this bar of soap has a lot of water in it, excess water. So what you need to do is dry it out. Okay, so there's a lot of ways that you can dry your soap out. You have to sit and wait. If I was to use this soap now, it might irritate your skin, and of course it will dissolve real quick because it's not hard enough yet. As the water evaporates out of the soap also becomes harder within time, and also becomes gentler and milder as well. So that's why I cure my soaps for 8 weeks instead of the 4 to 6 weeks, because the longer I let it cure, the more enriched and just all the goodness combines together, becomes better. It's like wine. It gets better with time. I guarantee you that. Okay, so let's go over some of the steps that I have and tips and tricks. So, of course, you placing your soap bars on a cookie sheet. Let's get my glasses on because I don't want to miss anything. This is very important information, especially when you're curing. We want to make sure that we do things the proper way. I tell you, it smells so good. I wish you can smell it. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Do you see our mica? Our mica that we had diluted and a little bit of the all over the top. Isn't that beautiful? With our body glitter. Absolutely gorgeous. And it smells so good. All right, let me get back to it. I'm sorry, guys. Soap porn, huh? All right, so replace your soap bars on your cookie racks so air can flow throughout the entire soap bar. And that also will cure your bars faster as well, okay? Giving them air to breathe. Now, I would like to weigh our soap. Let's weigh it. In order to get an accurate weight, some people like to use a pocket scale, but I don't have a pocket scale. I'm going to use the scale that I use to make my soaps. Not going to worry about it. So let's take a bar. We just take this bar here, and I have already teared everything out. It's at 0. I'll tear it out again, and I have it on ounces. So let's place our bar down. Wow. This bar is saying 6.6 ounces. 6.60 ounces. Okay, remember that. That's the water weight in this bar of soap. Let's try another one. Y'all pick one. Let's bring this tray over. I'll let you pick a bar of soap from here. Okay. Let's say this one? No? How about this one? No? This one? All right. Let's pick. I want to try this one. Over to the side. Let's bring our scale back over. Okay. Scale is back over. I'm tearing it out. It says 0. You can't see that, but I can. I'm placing my soap. And this one says 6.55. So we are going to take the soap that weighs, there we go. Found them. Okay, 6.0. So that's going to be our starting weight. Remember that. Write that down. 6.0. I should write it down too, right? And we're going to come back and weigh it again once we start our packaging. Okay? How do you know when your soap is completely cured? How would you know what to look for? Like we said the first time, the first few days is only for the soap to reach its proper pH range, for the soap to be safe. Safe for me to touch. This soap is safe for me to touch, but nothing else. It's not safe for me to wash in yet. This soap is only about 72 hours old. I will do nothing with this soap but smell it. And then after, still, I would go wash my hands. Okay, so it's safe enough to touch it. That's about it. Okay, this will take between 24 and 48 hours. But it also depends on the recipe, and let's talk about that. Why would it also depends on the recipe is because it all depends on the oils you're using. If you have a lot of butters like shea butter, avocado butters, cocoa butter, those butters are hard butters. So of course your recipe and your soap is going to act a little different. The oils, we didn't use butters in this oil when we made this soap, but the oils we use, right? Do anybody remember some of the oils that we used to make this soap? Can you tell me one? Okay, I'm back. So some of the oils that we use is coconut oil. We use extra virgin olive oil, sunflower oil, avocado oil, and vitamin E oil. So we know avocado is a soft oil. Olive oil is a liquid, liquid. All these liquefied oil that once whatever you do with it, it's not going to be solid. So that's another thing that our soap will stay a little bit more softer, and it might cure time a little longer. And that is fine with me, because remember what I told you. The longer, to me, that my soap sits and cures, the better it is for you, okay? So let's go on. So the rest of the time is just to get rid of the water weight in our soap. So that's what we're talking about. After the first 24 to 48 hours, which we are in 72 hours now, the pH range is done, it's great, and now it's just hanging out and water is evaporating out of the soap itself. It also depends on your climate. If you live in a humid climate, it will take longer for your soap to cure. If you live in a drier climate, it will cure much faster. I live in a drier climate and I still cure my soaps for 8 weeks. It doesn't matter to me. That's just what I do. You don't have to do what I do. You do what you want to do. But I'm just telling you from my experience and what I do for my soaps, I'll allow my soaps to cure for 8 weeks regardless where I live. So we are going to come back in 8 weeks before we package, and we're going to re-weigh our soaps. Remember, our soap bar started off at 6.60 ounces. That's a big bar soap. Even though I make big bars, period. But let's see how much will it go down, how much water weight will evaporate out of this soap. When your soap bars start losing weight, then your soap bars are ready to be packaged and safe to use. Okay? So sometime in between time, our 8th week is, I believe, September 3rd, 2020 would be our 8th week. So make sure you come back and look for the video of packaging and labeling, because that day, that's exactly what we'll be doing with Papi Chulo's Makeover. We'll be packaging it, labeling it. That means you get the chance to see the new name for this soap and the story behind Papi Chulo Makeover, okay? Papi Chulo's Makeover. You have any questions? Are you clear about curing your soaps? Are you okay? If you do, just give me a comment down below. I'll be happy to answer your questions. I would like to take this time out to say thank you so much for watching my video today, coming over and spending some time with Glennceria Loving Hands. Make sure you like, share my videos, subscribe, of course, and hit that notification button so you don't miss when I upload a video. Always remember, Glennceria Loving Hands love you always. Always, always, and I greatly appreciate you as well. Thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next video, okay? You have a great day. Bye-bye.